Okay, I'm back. And Abra's being a bit of a pill, aren't you, Abra? She's growling at Jack. She smacked poor Maleficent. What's going on, Abby? Yeah, she's not happy because Jack's there. Look, I think this is the first time she's really realized Jack is up there because she's usually not on the table. What's the matter, Abra? What's the matter? Oh, little Maleficent. What's the matter, Maleficent? Huh? What's going on? And Jack's hanging out. So they just got back. And I don't know what's going on here. What's going on here? What's going on here, young lady? What's the matter? What? You know you're my beautiful girl. You know you're my abracadabra. You're my beautiful girl. Abby. You don't have to worry about nobody not loving you anymore. Abra. And then we have our Maleficent. Hi, Maleficent. She says, look, I'm going to be a little junior celebrity. You're going to get a close-up of the Maleficent. So far, she seems to be okay without her siblings. She's not having a lot of fuss. She's not crying. I just need this one to chill out. This one is just not happy about life in general right now. And they do need fed, so that's probably part of the problem. But still, Abra, I got rid of the other kittens. You don't have any more. You just have Maleficent now, and she's not bothering anyone. And then we have Mr. Jack in here. See Mr. Jack? So let's talk about Jack and what happened today. Okay. So I just got back, and I don't know how, but I noticed there was this spot on my other t-shirt, and I'm looking at it and going, what is that? And then I realized what it was. I don't know. Somebody had poop. So I had poop on my shirt. I'm like, oh, great. So that's in the bucket in the bathroom soaking. It's been a day. So kittens are gone. That went pretty well. Kayla they were microchipped. We're going to going to go home with Kayla, and they will get spayed and neutered, and then they will be ready to go to their forever homes. So because they're ready, they just need to be spayed and neutered, but they're ready, they're all good to go. They put them in, they had 4 little crates opened, so they put them side by side in crates, beside each other. And I felt really bad. And I know that I love Feline Solutions. They've been great. And I understand that, this is the way that you get them into a home faster. But Aurora was really scared and she was shaking, and I felt so bad. I would have liked to have had maybe towels or something over them, but they calmed down after they were in there a little bit. I talked to them and I hung out with them a little bit. I have some video footage of it. There was some people that were looking at them. They were just like, boom, when people were coming in, they made a beeline to those 4 crates. And I was telling people, I said, "Are you looking for a cat today? These are great." And then I was like, then I had my phone like, I'm the foster mom, and these were in a really bad situation. It was a cruelty situation, and over there, and it was really because the crates were like, right in front of me, but then off to the side was Nika Tulip, their mom. So I'm like, there's their mom over there, and they, "Whoa, that's their mother? Yeah, that's their mother." And it was a bad situation, and and I'm telling the whole story like, here's a picture, here's a video. And they're like, "Oh wow," and I'm like, and I'm thinking, and Kayla and everybody's laughing at me. Like, well, I'm trying to sell them, somebody to adopt them. Um, it was hard. I went back. Kayla wanted to microchip everybody immediately because she wanted to be able to tell them apart. I mean, even I'm like, wait a minute. This is like, is this, I still have to look, still have to pull up Jesse's, I have to pull up like either Aurora or Jesse's tail, whoever, because those two look so similar. Like, Aurora's a little bit lighter colored, but still, when they're all hunched together, and Elvis is much lighter, and he's bigger than the other ones. Dioval's the easiest one because he has the classic tabby markings, and everybody else has the mackerel tabby markings. So, yeah, we got that done. So they got, and Kayla was giving out gold stars. Okay, so Kayla was giving out gold stars, and as you can see, Jack got 3 stars because he was such a good boy. He's just a stellar patient, aren't you, Jack? Aren't you, Jack? He says, I'm a good patient. I got 3 stars. He also has a messy house. Look at you. Maleficent wouldn't eat her kitten food. I got her some more kitten food, but she ate 2 bites of it and left it go. So, and nobody else would eat it. I don't know. It's Fancy Feast Naturals. I mean, she's like, I didn't like it. So, Jack ended up eating it. Jack ate it. And of course, he needs his litter box cleaned out. Yeah, he's a croaky boy. And look here coming. It's Mr. Boo. Hi, Mr. Boo. Hey, Mr. Boo. Mr. Boo. Nobody wants to see your boo butt. They want to see your face. Mr. Boo. You going to get up there? Oh, I think we're going to have a buoy roll. Are we going to do a buoy? Can you do a buoy for everyone? Mr. Boo, do a buoy. Come on, Mr. Boo. Do a buoy. Yeah. Mr. Boo, do a buoy. Don't do a buoy where I have all the bags and stuff that I have to go through. Yeah, I have too much clutter there. I don't want people to see that. Come on, do a buoy. Do a buoy. Do a buoy where it looks nice. Come on, do a buoy. Do a buoy. Oh, and don't do a buoy. Oh my God. How about you? Can you do a buoy? Can you do a little Maleficent buoy? She says, I don't know. See, she's nice and calm. That's what I like about Maleficent. She's a very chill little girl. She's not bonkers like her brothers and, well, Aurora wasn't too bad. She's watching the birds. Watch the birds, huh? I have bread I can throw, some old bread I can throw out to them. Is it raining? Or are they in the, oh, they're taking a bird bath. I don't know if you can see them. You can see them. They're taking, see if I can. They're taking a bird bath. They're taking a bird bath. Yes, they are, little Void. Little Void. Yeah, little Void. Okay, so no idea what I have on me. Ugh. So let's talk about Jack. So now we have the kittens done. No, they're that that chapter has closed pretty much. Kayla said she'll try to take some pictures and send some pictures of them because they'll be there for, I think, a couple days anyway. Maybe, I don't know how long they'll be there, but probably not more than a week. Probably not even that long, because they'll get spayed, neutered one day, and maybe 2 days later they'll be okay. So let's talk about Jack now. So here's what's going on with Jack. So Jack is still snotty. I took a stool sample. Kayla's going to check that. He might have to have another course of dewormer. We're not sure yet. He has to continue on the Fortiflora, the L-lysine, the Proviable, and I added the Slippery Elm because that seems to help a little bit. The stool still isn't firm. It's still kind of loose and mushy. Sometimes he has some firmer stools. I mean, it's almost like he has IBS. So I'm not sure, but I'm not sure how that's going to all pan out. A lot of that, also some of that could be the antibiotics doing that. I just will just have to wait and see. But right now he's obviously he's much better than he was, but he's still snuffly. He's not leaking from his butt like he was, so there's not splats of poop in his crate and in his pee pads. So that's a good thing. I'm not changing his pee pads as much, and that was really, for a while there, that was bad. I mean, I was changing them several times a day. Sometimes I would change his pad, and within 5 minutes, it's like, oh, it's messed again. And the thing is, like, even if it's like one or two little spots, it's still, I don't want him laying in his poop. So here comes Masu. So that's something that we're dealing with. And then the other thing is he's hands are really dry. I need to put some lotion on them. The other thing is he's still snotty. He still has this respiratory thing. Kayla has him. She's switching things up a little bit. She's trying him with something different, a different regimen for that. So we're going to try that and see what happens. And if that doesn't work, there's like one other, she's just kind of going through the progression of different antibiotics, trying to see what will work. He has to come back in 2 weeks. So we did the Doxy. Now we're moving on to Clavamox, which Clavamox is pretty good. Clavamox is kind of like the standard too, especially for cats that have like a herpes virus. Because amoxicillin alone can't break through. I forget. There's like a barrier or something in the virus. Is it the virus or bacteria? I think it's the virus. But anyway, there's a barrier that the amoxicillin can't break through with the bad bugs, so to speak, the germs. I don't remember if it's bacteria or virus. I'm too tired right now to try to clarify it. Normally I would look it up, but I'm just too tired right now. So I mean, it's just amoxicillin alone doesn't break through that barrier. It needs the addition of the clavanucleic or something. I don't know. Some kind of, there's a different, I guess, I don't know if it's a chemical. I don't know. I'm not a chemist. I don't know. I just know I've used Clavamox before through another rescue, and it was explained to me that the clava whatever is added to the amoxil so that there's an extra boost that helps break through that barrier, so the antibiotic can penetrate and get to the germ and kill it. That, I think, is the simplest way I can explain it. So we're trying that. And then the last thing is she might try like a convenia. I think it's called convenia shot. Convenia shots basically that's kind of a standard too for feral cats. Cats that you're not going to be able to medicate. You're not going to be able to, obviously you can't put them in a cage. They'll go ballistic. You can't trap them every day. That would be, basically you would lose your life. So, so what the convenia, I think it's convenia. The convenia is an injection. It's like a long-term antibiotic. So it lasts for like 10 days. So it's one shot and then it's in their system for like 10 days. The downside to that is if the cat has a reaction to it, this is at least, I don't know, I might not, information might not be correct, but I've heard some opinions from some rescuers that that's not the best thing to use, because if the cat has a reaction, it's like in their system. It's not like you can stop medication. It's in their system. So I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a chemist. I'm not a vet. I'm not a vet tech. There's a whole lot of stuff out there. I just trust Kayla knows what she's doing, and we're just going to go with it. So, long story short, Jack may not be adoptable because of this chronic respiratory infection issue. Now, if after everything that's tried, it can't kick the respiratory infection, there's two options. Option number one is I could possibly keep him here with the colony because he'll be neutered and everything. And I could keep him here and he could be like Abra or Tora and be an indoor-outdoor cat. Now, I don't know if that would work because as of now, he's, confined to the crate and I let him out when the other cats are back in the bedroom or, during the day when they're sleeping back in the bedroom. And, Jack has had a history of attacking other cats, and Rogue isn't keen on him. Abra doesn't like him. So I don't know if it would work. So option B is this. Kayla has offered to take it. She has a indoor group of, or she calls them chronics, because they have the snottiness and it never really heals up. It never really clears up. So she has like a group of them segregated from the rest of her house. She also has a colony of FELV cats. So she knows what she's doing. She knows how to treat him. Kayla basically is a vet tech. She's got that kind of experience. She worked at the York SPCA. She's been involved with Feline Solutions for a long time. she understands what she's doing. What she doesn't understand, she gets help from a vet or she researches it. So I trust her. I trust what she says. And if Jack can't be adopted, I think the best place for him would be with Kayla. We could also probably convince Kayla. I mean, maybe, fingers crossed, things will work out with Kayla's, with what's going on in her life right now. Hopefully that situation will be okay and she'll be able to, things will stabilize somewhat for her and life won't be so hectic for her. I mean, life will probably always be hectic for Kayla, but she has some stuff going on right now that's making it extra hectic. And it just doesn't allow for time for her to get on, YouTube, and especially with the kind of shit that we're dealing with right now with really stupid people and, so she doesn't have time for that nonsense. And, yeah, I know she doesn't have any time for that nonsense. She doesn't want to deal with it. Feline Solutions doesn't want to deal with it. They just, they don't want to be bothered by people doing stupid stuff. So I think the best thing, personally, if he can't be adopted, I would like to have Kayla take him. She loves him. He likes her. She'll take good care of him. We'll still be able to see our croaky boy. She'll be able to send a picture. And I actually have a couple pictures and things to post later today. So I think that'll work out well. So that's the next step in the journey, is getting him somewhat stabilized and moved out of here. If not to, if he can't be adopted out, to a forever home, then to Kayla. So that's kind of where I'm at with everything. I don't know where Maleficent's still sitting on. She's quiet. Look, isn't it quiet now? How quiet it is here. I mean, I have to say, I'm just like, I'm looking at everything I have to do. I still have to clean out Jack's crate. At least I don't have to do much with Maleficent because she has the big litter box to herself now. I won't have to clean that out every couple of hours. I don't have to worry about them peeing and pooping on stuff because their litter box filled up and I didn't get it cleaned out in time. I'm not hearing the banging and the clanging and the screaming and the yelling and the, it's just, it's nice to have a little peace. I do miss them. I'm glad that I was there and I was able to do what I could for them. But, part of doing this, part of doing fostering, or even, like I said before, I'm not a rescue. I don't have a rescue. Don't have licenses or anything like that for rescue. I don't consider myself doing rescue. I just consider myself as someone who helps with rescue. And I help with TNR. So I was happy to help in this situation. And, now, she's still over there watching. She's watching. She's watching. I don't know what she's watching. Maybe the birds are out there. I'll have to put some food out for them then and throw some bread out. I'll probably do that for tomorrow morning. Jack's sleeping. He's quiet. I have cat food down in the car. So, and we have to thank our lovely Cat Mama once again for donating a bag of food for Jack. And I don't know, there were pee pads. I don't know. Cat Mama, I don't know what you donated. I just got pee pads, and I know that you donated the bag of dry food, but I don't know who donated the pee pads. I think Kayla said someone of the subscribers donated. I don't know. But yes, Jack. Do you know? You know? Well, I think Jack knows. Let's ask Jack. Did Kayla tell you who donated the pee pads? Did she? Huh? Jack? She did? You know, Cat Mama donated your food. Can you say thank you, Cat Mama? Say thank you. Okay. You say, can you say thank you, Cat Mama? I don't think she heard you. Can you say a little louder? Can you say a little louder, Jack? Huh? Say thank you. Yeah. So, do you want to go live with Kayla? Would you like to live with Kayla? You want to think about it? Huh? Yeah, I think Kayla would be a good person to live with, huh? She loves you. Yeah. She does. Okay. Yeah. And we'll take you. Then you can go live with Kayla. How's that sound? That sound good? Okay. I'm going to clean your box out shortly, bud. Okay. So, yeah, I have to clean his box out. I didn't do that before I left because he wasn't going to use it. So, I'll clean his box out now and his papers. All right, Jack. Get him some more food. And I guess that's it. You know, I have a couple little short videos. I think I have some pictures to put up. And I think that's it. So, you know, we just keep working with him, and hopefully in maybe 2 more weeks he'll be doing better. But he may not be adoptable. So we have to have a plan B, and we do. So it's all good. So, yeah, it's quiet. I cried my tears this morning. I cried my tears at the adoption event. Most of it came out in the exam room, so nobody saw it. And you know, it was okay until Aurora rubbed her little head against my hand, and then I kind of lost it. I was just like, no, I'm not leaving you. I'm not abandoning you. I want you to have a better life than I can give you, because I can't give you what an adopted family could give. And that's just something that, as you know, when you do this kind of activity and you do this kind of work, you have to know your limits. You have to. You know? I mean, I know people have come at me lately because I've said some things that people are like not using their brains. And it does. It comes down to this. You have to know your limits. And it's, if you have so many cats that you can't afford your basic necessities, then there's a problem. So you can't keep them all. And that's not the idea of fostering anyway. The idea of fostering is you keep them, you stabilize them, you socialize them, you get them to the point where they can move on, and then they move on, and that frees you up for another one. Because fostering does save lives, but it can't save lives if you keep every single cat. Because sooner or later, I don't care how well-meaning you are. What do you got? Ow! I don't care how well-meaning you are. Sooner or later, you're going to run out of resources. You're going to run out of space. You're going to run out of time. You're going to run out of money. You know, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable when you start getting 40, 50 cats. That's a lot. It's not sustainable. I mean, and it's easy for that to happen. It really is. That's how hoarding situations start. People are well-meaning. They really are. They're well-meaning. They're trying to help. And they get one, and then they get another, and then they get another, and then they get another, and then they get another. And before long, it's just, they're now underwater. And they don't know how to deal with it. No, they're not meeting their own needs. And if you can't meet your own needs, you can't meet the needs of the ouch. Ow, that hurt. Maleficent. That really hurt. She dug her claws right into my foot. Yeah, I mean, it's just, when you get in underwater with too many animals, then you can't take care of those animals properly. If you can't take care of yourself properly, you can't take care of your animals properly. If you're not in a good headspace, the animals aren't going to get the proper care. That's just the way it is. And so that's part of, being a foster. What are you? Maleficent. She has a spring. She's chasing this spring, and she's knocking it by my feet. And then, what's the matter there, Jack? I know, you're stinky. I'm going to clean you out in just a minute or two. So, fostering is wonderful. It is bittersweet. It can be heartbreaking. It can also be incredibly rewarding. But you have to know your limits. And the idea of fostering is not to keep every cat that crosses your path. The idea of fostering is to get them stabilized and move them out so that you can save the next one. So I'm going to leave it there because I'm tired. Maleficent. I need to feed my, Jack's poopy now. Great. I got to clean out Jack's box. I got to clean out the big kitty's boxes. Ow, Maleficent. I got to clean out or feed the big cats, and Maleficent will probably eat with them because she didn't want her kitten food. Great, Maleficent. I just bought you 12 cans today. She's like, I don't like this kind. I think she's been hanging around Niffler too much. So I'm going to end it there. Thanks everyone for watching. It's been a bit of a day. Just kind of keep an eye on the community tab because I'll have some pictures and stuff to put up there. Ouch. I will see you in the next one. Bye for meow.